Hello students, welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are doing well. In today's video we are going to discuss about how to find the HCF of the given positive integers using Euclid's algorithm. Euclid's algorithm is sometimes he may give in the question like just division algorithm, or sometimes he may give you Euclid's division lemma or Euclid's division algorithm. So whatever he gives, the same procedure you need to follow that we are going to discuss over here. So there are 3 bits. These questions are given in your textbook. In chapter number 1, real numbers, exercise 1.1, question number 1, you will be finding all these 3 bits in that. So let us see how to find out the HCF of these given numbers using Euclid's algorithm. So whenever these type of questions are given, you need to think that Euclid's algorithm is A is equal to BQ plus R. That equation you are going to use. That is actually the Euclid's algorithm. Okay. So when we say A is equal to BQ plus R, here the letters A, B are nothing but the given numbers that you need to take in place of those variables A and B. So here let among these two numbers, the bigger number is A value and the smaller number is B value that you need to substitute in Euclid's algorithm. So let A is equal to bigger number, that is 900, and B is our smaller number, that is 270. This first problem we are doing first. Okay. So A is 900, B is 270, bigger number and smaller number. Now we know that, as I said to you, Euclid's algorithm. So we know that Euclid's algorithm is A is equal to BQ plus R. This is actually Euclid's algorithm that is used to find out the HCF of 2 positive integers. If you have 3 positive integers, you cannot use Euclid's algorithm. You need to go for another thing, that is prime factorization method. But here only 2 integers are there, so you can use Euclid's algorithm. In place of A, we need to write the bigger number, that is 900. And in place of B, we need to write the smaller number, that is 270. And then keep a bracket in place of Q and then plus and leave this space. Because we are going to check now whether in 270 table we will get 900 or not, as it is Euclid's algorithm, or we say division algorithm. So when you check 270 multiples, 270 ones are 270 and 270 twos are 540. 270 ones are 270, so I am not writing it. 270 twos are 540, and when you check 270 threes are, it gives you 810. Okay, and then when you see 274s are, you will get 1080. We are not getting 900. Either you are getting 810 or 1080, but you cannot take the exceeding number, which means you need to take 810, which is nothing but 270 should be multiplied by 3. 273s are, you are getting 810. So how many are remaining in this? How we need to calculate that? From 900 you need to subtract the product whatever you are getting over here. So 273s are you got as 810. So when you subtract 900 and 810, 0 minus 0 gives you 0, and 0 minus 1 is not possible. So borrowing from here, you will get 10, and here you will have 8. 10 minus 1 is 9, 8 minus 8 is 0, which means 90 you got as the remainder. So here you will be writing 90. In next step, first step divisor becomes dividend and the remainder becomes divisor, which means in next step 900 you should not write. In place of 900 you need to write 270, and in place of 270 comes the 90, and then again same bracket and plus. So you need to go on doing it till you get in place of remainder 0. You need to go on doing it. So sometimes you may get in the first step itself the answer, and sometimes you need to do 3 steps, 5 steps, 6 steps also. So let us see now. We will check in 90 table 270 comes or not. When you see 90 table, 91s are 90, 92s are 180, and 93s are, you will get 270. So I will take 93s are 270, as 93s are 27. Similarly 93s are 270. So I got the exact number, which means remainder is 0. So in second step only we got the remainder as 0. Whenever you get remainder 0, that time this B value is the HCF. Okay. So at last we need to write therefore HCF of 900 and 270 is 90. So it says that 90 is the highest common factor of both 900 and 270, which means it is the biggest number in which they both comes. After 90, if you check any number, there is no common factor for 900 and 270. Understood everyone? Note down. Now when you see the second bit, here 196 and 38,220 you are having. So let us take A. As I said in earlier problem, A is the bigger number. So among them, this is the bigger number. So let A equals to 38,220 and B equals to 196. Okay. So we know that units algorithm is same like this you need to write. And A value is 38,220 equals to B value is 196. And then bracket and then plus you need to keep as it is. Now, when you see this number and this number, there is a huge difference in both the numbers, right? This is just a 3-digit number, this is a 5-digit number. So here you are having only 100, but here you are having 38,000. So in these type of questions, usually when we read the multiplication tables, we will get like, we will go till 10 only, like 2 tens are 20, 3 tens are 30. We don't go further, right? So here you need to think that the remainder cannot be more than 196. So you just cannot take 196 tens and whatever remaining you can write right side. Don't think like that. 196 should be multiplied with such a number that after multiplying these two numbers, either you should get 38,220 or just less than this number. Okay? You cannot take more than number also. So when you see 196 tens are, you are getting 1960. Still there is a huge difference to get this number, right? So whenever you get this type of situation, let us divide these two numbers to check whether in 196 table this number comes or not. Which means I need to say whether this number is divisible by 196 or not. We need to check by doing the division in rough column. So 196 and 38,220. So when you see 196 table, 196 ones are 196 and 196 twos are 2 times 6 12, 2 nines 18 and plus 1 19, 2 ones are 2 plus 1 is 3. So you got here 392, but when you see here you have 382. So you cannot take that also. 196 twos are, you need to take only 196 ones are 196. So when you subtract 2 minus 8 is not possible, so borrowing from here it will become 12 and here you have 7. 12 minus 6 gives you 6 and then again 7 minus 9 is also not possible. So borrowing from here you will get 17 and here you will have 2 remaining. 17 minus 9 when you do, you will get the answer as 8. Right? And then 2 minus 1 is 1. Then we will take our next digit of this dividend, that is 2 needs to be carried down. Now when you see, here we have seen 196 tens are 1960. It is somewhat nearer to that one. So let us check 196 nines are is what? 196 nines are. 9 6 are 54. 9 nines 81 plus 5 is 86. And 9 ones 9 plus 8 is 17. So we got 96 tens are you are getting 1960, wherein 96 nines are you are getting 1764. As you are having 18 over here, you cannot take this because it is exceeding that one. So you need to take this number which is giving 9 times 196. So 196 nines are 1764. Again we need to subtract here as we did over here. 2 minus 4 is not possible, so borrowing from here, here you will have 12 and here you will have 5 remaining then. 12 minus 4 is 8 and then 5 minus 6 is also not possible, so borrowing from here you will get 15 and here you will have 7 remaining. 15 minus 6 gives you 9 and 7 minus 7 0, 1 minus 1 is also 0. So last digit is remaining in the dividend now, that needs to be carried down, and when you see 196 5s are, as we are getting 0 at last, so either it can be 196 tens or it can be 196 5s are, because 6 tens are 60 and 5 6 are also 30. You will get 0 at last. So that is the reason directly I went for 5. 5 6 are 30, 5 9s are 48 and 5 ones are 5 plus 4 is 9. So 196 5s are we got as 980, remainder is 0, which means that this number is exactly divisible by 196 actually. How many times? As we cannot check, as in earlier problem we have done 271s are, 272s are, 273s are. So like that you cannot take here because 196 10s are, you got 1960. Can you go like 196 11s are, 12s are, 13s are, then 100s are, 101s are till 195? So it is not possible to go like that. So that is the reason what we did, we have divided this to check whether this number comes in 196 table or not. So we got the answer here. Yeah, this number comes in 196 table when 196 is multiplied by 195, we are getting this number, which means 196 into 195 is 38,220. Exactly it is divisible. Remainder is 0, right? So this number is exactly divisible by this. 196, 195 is 38,220 we got. So the remainder will be 0 that time, because when we are multiplying these two numbers, we are getting exactly this. So here, as we got the remainder as 0, so this B value is our answer. Therefore, we have to write HCF of these two numbers 196 and 38,220 is 196. In hurry, don't commit the mistake, don't take 195 as the answer. Always take B value as your HCF at the step where you get the remainder as 0. Their B value should be the HCF. Okay? So don't think these two numbers are there and answer is also this number. Sometimes you may get the number itself as the answer. Like when you see the numbers 4 and 32. So here among 4 and 32, you will get 4 as your HCF because in 4 table 4 comes and in 4 table 32 also comes. So whenever you get such type of numbers, so you will get one among them as the HCF answer. So similarly, suppose if you have 5 and 125. So here your HCF will be 5 because 5 ones are 5 and 5 25s are 125. So here the same number will become your HCF. Similarly here also 196 and 38,220 you are having. So 196 ones are 196 and 196 195s are 38,220. That is the reason this number itself is becoming our HCF answer. Okay? Note down. Now the last bit, students, that we are going to do now. So here you are having 1651 and 2032 as your number. So among them, this is the bigger number. So this will become A value, that is 2032, and this becomes the smaller number. This is the smaller number which becomes B value 1651. Again we know that Euclid's algorithm is this. So in place of A we need to write 2032 and in place of B we need to write 1651 multiplied with something and then plus and space we need to give. Now 1651 ones are 1651 only you will get, and when you do 1651 into 2, 2 ones are 2, 2 5s are 10, 2 6 are 12 plus 1 is 13, 2 ones are 2 plus 1 is 3. So 1651 into 1 is as it is 1651, wherein 1651 into 2 is 3302. We need to get 2000 number as our answer. So we are not getting it, either 1000 or either 3000 or 3000 we are getting. So we will ignore this part because it is exceeding this number. So let us take 1651 ones are 1651 only. So how to check how many are remaining? From this number you need to subtract this product, whatever product you got here, that you need to subtract. Like 2032 minus 1651 only we are getting because we are multiplying this with 1. So 2 minus 1 is 1. 3 minus 5 is not possible. So you need to borrow from 2 onwards. So here you will get 30. Here you will have 9 now. And here you will have 1. 13 minus 5 is 8. And 9 minus 6 is 3. 1 minus 1 is 0. So your remainder is 381. As we did in first problem, in next step, this we won't be writing. In place of this, you need to write that B value, that is 1651 and in place of 1651 comes 381. Then again bracket, then plus we need to keep. Now we need to check in 381 table whether this number comes or not. 381 ones are 381, like that. If you go on, I need to get 1600, right? Here we are having 300, but here we are having 1600 actually. So I will multiply 381 with 5. 5 ones are 5, 5 eights are 40, 5 threes are 15 plus 4 is 19. So I am getting exceeding number than this one. So let us, I will reduce this 5. 381 4s are, I will check. 4 ones are 4, 4 eights are 32, 4 threes are 12 plus 3 is 15. So 381 5s are, I got as 1905, and 381 4s are, I am getting 1524. So which one we need to select? Exactly, multiplied by 4 we need to select, because it is that number is less than this one. So 381 4s are 1524 we got. Now how many are remaining? That means remainder value, how we need to decide. From this 1651 we need to subtract the product what we got over here. What product we got? 381 4s are 1524, that we need to subtract. So 1 minus 4 is not possible, so borrowing from here we will get 11, and here we will have 4 remaining. 11 minus 4 is 7, and 4 minus 2 is 2, 6 minus 5 is 1, 1 minus 1 is 0. So 127 is our remainder. Here also we did not get the remainder as 0. So again one more step. In place of this comes 381, and in place of 381 we need to write the remainder that we got in that case, 127. So 127 ones are, now we need to check in 127 table this comes or not, as we are doing earlier. So 127 ones are 127, 127 2s are, let us check, 2 sevens are 14, 2 2s are 4 plus 1 is 5, 2 ones are 2, 254 we got, but we need to get 381. So let us check for one more number whether we will get or not. If we are getting exceeding number, then we will go for this one. So there are chances that you may get exceeding number, or you may get equal or less number also. So let us check that also. 127 multiplied by 3. 3 sevens are 21. 3 twos are 6 plus 2, 8. 3 ones are 3. We did not get the exceeding number, you can see. We got exact number. So 127 3s are, you got as 381. So when you get exact number, that time you will get the remainder as 0. Because 381 minus this 381 is 0. So at this stage you got 0, and as discussed in earlier problems, wherever you get remainder 0, at that step B value is your answer, which means this is B value, that is your answer. So at last we need to write therefore HCF of 1651 and 2032 is what? It is 127. So students, in your textbook you may be having different in do these boxes or try these boxes, these type of numbers for finding HCF using Euclid's algorithm or division algorithm. So try those numbers, or if you are having model paper of mathematics, you can just see earlier examination papers, previous papers, and in that you can select these type of questions and you can solve them, because this is very important as per examination point of view. So you may get these type of questions for 1 mark or for 2 mark. So practice these problems firstly, and then using the idea try to solve those questions so that you should become perfect, and hopefully when you get in the examination you should be in a position to solve these type of problems very easily. Okay, so don't commit the mistake, and remember that remainder cannot be more than this. That you need to remember, because many students I have seen that they will write this number and remainder will be exceeding this B value. So that cannot be happening. Remainder should always be less than B value. You can see 1600 and this is just 300. And when you are having 300 as B value, remainder is 100, which is less. And when you are having 100, remainder is 0. So the remainder value is always less than B value. That you should remember always. Okay. So note down this one. With this we are winding up this video, and hopefully in our next video we will be discussing about different concepts of your textbook. So note down this one. Have a good day everyone. Thank you all of you for watching.